Welcome to the 2016 series of videos on Health 1 version 8. If you want to know what version of Health 1 you have, you should click on Help and About, and this line here will tell you that you're on version 8 or otherwise. The functions I'm going to show you now are available in version 8. Today I'm going to talk about printing a large file to PDF. In other words, if a patient leaves your practice and is going somewhere, he may want to take a copy of his file with him. Normally this is done by clicking on File, Print, and you can print the complete HCR both to the printer if that's what you wish to do, but often people nowadays use print as a PDF and then email the PDF to the recipient or to the patient. So I click OK here. I'm going to save this file as a PDF file. Now this is a very, very large file, so Health 1 is going to fail to print to PDF because it's too large. It's 12,000 items here being gathered by Health 1 to export to a PDF. And once it's finished exporting them, Health 1 tries to open them in a PDF file, but it can't. And this is simply because the PDF cannot cope with the amount of data that Health 1 is trying to send it. To try and minimize this or help with this, we have for some time now had a Tools, Options, Template option down at the bottom here. When you tick this, this says do not insert page breaks when exporting in PDF. Normally when you print to PDF, each transaction here, 1, 2, 3, will go on a separate page. But if you tick this, then all the transactions are concatenated so that you don't have one page per transaction. So this might make the PDF file smaller. So I'll go File, Print, the complete HCR, Print as PDF, and click OK. But in this particular case, even when all the transactions are concatenated, Health 1 will fail to print to PDF. And the reason again is because there's simply too much data. In this particular file, not only is the file very big, but there's a lot of archived documents, and these are all printed out as well, and this overall takes too much space for the PDF to be able to cope with it. In version 8 we have introduced a new option to avoid printing the archived document contents. So I'm going to print this patient file again by clicking on File and Print, the complete HCR, Print as PDF, and this option here is new, where this says include the bulky directly in the PDF. This means that it will include the contents of all your archived documents, such as your experts' reports, your TIFF files and everything else. If you exclude them from your printout, then Health 1 will print everything else as normal in your file, but not the archived documents. And you click OK. In this case, Health 1 will export everything in the patient file except the contents of the archived documents. On this occasion, the same number of items, Health 1 will succeed even in this very, very large file. So it copes with most situations. As you can see here, you have a PDF document successfully created. There are 275 pages in this instance, and each page, as you can see, contains more than one transaction, so that the Tools, Options, Template option is correct, whereby all the transactions are concatenated. You don't have a single transaction per page. So if I go up here to a transaction where we have an expert's report, the contents of this document here, this archived documents, in the last case, these contents were not printed. However, the summary that we put into our expert's report here was printed. So in fact, in this case, the patient gets the contents as written into Health 1, but not the contents of the archived document. So in this patient file, if I go back to Tools, Options, Template, and I even do insert each page, each transaction as a new page, I think with this new setup here, print complete HCR, print as PDF, and don't include the contents of the archive documents, I will probably get a printout in the PDF. So let's have a look and see. Again, we have 12,000 items, and in this case, even though each transaction is a new page in the PDF, I think we'll get a printout, and we do. So the first page is the admin page, the basic medical page, the next transaction, the next transaction, the next transaction. As you can see, there are now, rather than 200 pages, there are 1200 pages, and it still prints out. However, generally speaking, there isn't much point in doing that, so it's probably better as a general rule to click on Tools, Options, Template, and tick this box such that every page in your exported file will contain several transactions. So that's that. So to recap on what we have in version 8, we have File, Print. If you're printing to PDF, the complete HCR, print as PDF, and if you do not include the bulk keys in your printout, and this is only if you have a very big file, if you have a very small file and you have archive documents there, then there's no harm in printing them all out. But if you have a big file that won't print otherwise, then this is worth doing, and you will almost certainly then get a successful printout of your complete patient file to PDF format. And we'll just have a look at that once more. And here you have it, printed on 275 pages. One other item that I might show you here is if you wanted to insert this PDF file as a record actually in your patient file, or any other PDF file in your patient file, normally you would have to go in here and click here and find the file and go to wherever it is and go to C, Hone Win. You'd have to know where to save it, which actually happens to be C, Hone Win, temp, and find the file. But in version 8 we have a very simple way of inserting the most recent PDF that you have created into the patient file by clicking on Insert PDF from Directory. And this option here, Insert PDF from Directory, will immediately insert that PDF file. So any PDF, any file you print to PDF can be inserted directly here by simply clicking on that Insert PDF from Directory. And it will take the most recent PDF that you have saved in Hone Win Temp. It's just a small shortcut to inserting a PDF. Normally you wouldn't really insert this complete file in here. There'd be no point, but you might want to, and if you do, that's a quick way of doing it. And I repeat it once more. If you recently created a PDF file from, say, a drug prescription or from a patient file, you can insert that into the transaction by simply clicking on Insert PDF from Directory. This is new in version 8, and it will pick up a very recent PDF file it finds in Hone Win Temp and put it in there. And this, as you can see, is the entire patient file. That's the end of this recording. Thank you very much.